Little pizza I'm eating on. Got one of those little, showing up very good in here. It's all melty and cheesy, but now it's gotten cold. But I got it at a grocery store for like $1, and then I doctored it up. You can get like little triple cheese sausage, or this is a supreme. It costs like $1 some change. But now it's extra cheese and extra supreme because I cut up some garlic and onions, green peppers, shiitake mushrooms, put a bunch of 3 different kinds of extra cheese on there. You guys don't want to sit here and look at that. I don't want to sit here and look at that. I'm waiting to see if some deer come. The sun's fixing to go down. Seen a few this morning. I was thinking, I'm not sure if there's like 2 different types of deer around here, because sometimes I'll see them and they look a little bit different. And one thing I was noticing today is it seemed like the tail wasn't so much white as it was like a black tail. There was a few of them that came by this morning. By the time I snuck and slowly eased the window up and stuff like that, they'd walked off. Probably just got not much footage of them, but it's still pretty good. Green peppers and onions and garlic. Extra cheese. Empire Ways and just for future reference. See about that right here. I'm still trying to figure out all this, how to work it, but it doesn't zoom in very well. Anyways, what I was talking about pizza. Like, used to I'd like go to all kinds of different places. Pizza is good. Anymore though, even my favorite pizza places, it's just not the same, man. You don't wanna. You can see an advertisement on TV, pizza or something. You're hungry for pizza all day long, and then you go get it, and it disappoints you. To me, I mean, it's like usually disappointing. So I've got to where I just buy the crappiest, cheapest pizza I can get and try to make it good. I guess I shouldn't be eating and talking. It done got cold and it's not as good when the pizza isn't hot and melting and stuff anyway, so maybe I'll just set it there and let it reheat. With this vapor that I'm working on, I think I kind of got the juice pretty good now. Got a little bit of CBD in it. Got 8% nicotine and some sour Skittles mixed with gold tobacco. I don't know, to me it's still a little bit too fruity. The golden tobacco and the CBD oil is so thick though. I heard that makes the cores go out. I don't know much about these yet. I'm gonna try to like wean down, like go from whatever I'm like at 8% nicotine, go down to like 6 or 5 or whatever, and then go down to like 4 or 3. If they have 4. I think it might be like 1% or 2%. Maybe the lowest you can get is 3%. I think it's like 5%, 8%, 10% or 12%. I ain't sure how it works. I guess it depends on what kind you get, where you get it from. I can see some deer. Well, what did Jabberjaw about? One thing I'd like Jabberjaw about is to get this. I got a warrant for in the doorway. Last night there was and I walked through the door, so I know it wasn't there before, the day before, because I'd walked through the door a few times. Last night there was basically a credit thing, because I owe a little bit of money. I mean, most people were like, if I said how much it was, they're saying I owe so much. I guess I'm not supposed to admit to guilt or whatever. I owe money. But I'm just saying, according to them, they say I owe so much money, and most people, they pay that and it's a monthly payment. I could have already had it paid for and done and over with and stuff, but I was told that you're supposed to wait, because you might pay one creditor and then they'll send it to another creditor, and they basically take over the ownership of the credit or whatever. And if you pay the wrong guy, you'll end up having to pay them. Excuse me. You'll end up having to pay them, and then you'll have to pay the next guy too. So anyways, not trying to get too specific about it, it's like $600 some. But I was told that you're supposed to wait until they tell you. Basically, they send you a letter saying, basically they want you to go to court over it. And then after they send you that letter, that's when you take action, and you're supposed to try to negotiate, and because supposedly they buy your credit pennies on the dollar. So if you owe, say, $500, they're only paying like $200 or something, or even less than that maybe. So you're supposed to try to negotiate and be like, well, I'll give you, $250, and they might sell for $250, $300, maybe $350, instead of paying the $500 or whatever. So I was kind of waiting on that. I was like, seems like the best option. And plus, I should have already paid and got it over with. But the point of the story is, last night, there was a letter in the door. They must have stuck it in there. That morning I went out the back door and stuff, so I didn't see it, because it's in like the side door or whatever. Alright. Well, on that letter, and I know it wasn't there before because I went through that door the day before that. On that letter, I was supposed to have been at court the day before at 9:30 in the morning. And that's the first notice I heard about it. I didn't hear anything else about it before. And how are you supposed to be somewhere when they don't tell you you're supposed to be there till over 24 hours later? I mean, the thing wasn't even in the door until sometime yesterday. I know it wasn't in there the day before, and that was the day I was supposed to be at court, and had no idea. So I already look guilty. And I don't know if there's a warrant out for my arrest, because it's, it's like a hospital thing, no money to hospital thing. And on the letter it said I didn't have to appear in court, which was kind of fucked up, because I thought I was gonna go to jail. But according to that, I reread it and stuff, and it said I didn't have to appear. But I still might, since I didn't show up, I don't know what the judge said, So anyways, I called them up and talked to them, talk to Answer Machine. I still haven't really got through to them and figured out what the hell I'm supposed to do. But that's messed up. I mean, it's bad enough that they send me the notice, the day after I was supposed to be at court. Tell me I'm supposed to be at court. But they should ring the doorbell. They should leave a message on the answer machines. You know, it wouldn't hurt to ring the doorbell and let you know a week ahead of time or something. Send some letters, because I don't remember getting anything. And then a lot of times it's just junk mail anyway, so I just throw it away and don't open it. So just shouldn't have done that probably, because that could have been what happened. I could have just looked at it and thought it was, you know, it was throwing away car insurance crap. You know, where somebody's always trying to get you to change car insurance, send me something just about every week, and I just throw it away. I don't even look at it. So it might have been in a pile of junk mail, and I just threw it away and didn't even realize I was supposed to be at court. But either way, whether or not, I mean, what's screwed up is I know for damn sure I went through that door a few times the day before yesterday, and there was no letter there, and it should have been at least the day ahead of that to give me time, give me a day at notice. Because last night I looked in the thing, I looked at it last night, and they had to put it in there yesterday sometime, and it was telling me that the day before I was supposed to be at court at 9 something in the morning. Which wouldn't have probably done me any good. I mean, maybe if the plaintiff didn't show up, it would have made me look good. But at the same time, they see a long-haired bearded dude, people would say, you know, they don't judge you by what you look like or whatever. Bullshit. But anyways, that's enough about that. I'm saying about the whole school shooting thing. And you know, when I was in middle school, especially junior high, and when I was in high school, I remember seeing people, you know, at least my freshman year, I know for sure, I remember seeing people with shotgun racks, you know, rifle racks in the back of their truck, because after school they go hunting. Nobody ever said anything. Wasn't a problem. I mean, everybody you knew had, you know, their parents had a thing of guns and didn't have them locked up a lot of times. I'd go to a friend's house, and you know, they'd open up their dad's gun cabinet and pull out a gun and show it to me, and it was cool. Never heard about people shooting. I mean, there's one dude who shot himself because his girlfriend broke up. It was cool. His girlfriend broke up with him or something. You know, that was like the only school shooting I remember hearing about, really. And they want to say, you know, guns are the problem. And yeah, guns are a problem, I guess. But if you take them all away, there's going to be another problem. It's going to take its place, because it's like a trend. What I'm basically getting at is the media is the problem. They need not to televise it and give people ideas. I mean, even if it, to me, a lot of these school shootings are sketchy. It's like, I don't even believe what they tell you a lot of times. But even if it does happen, I feel like it's social media's fault. I feel like it's television and damn computer sites, bullies, you know, pissing kids off. It's just like, but I feel like, you know, that's the problem. They shouldn't even talk about it. They shouldn't talk about the problem. And not that, you know, like credit thing is a good example. You know, if you don't do anything or if you don't talk about it, then it'll go away. Evidently that's not true. But the thing is it could be, instead of some dude taking a rifle or a pistol and shooting 10, 20 kids or something at school, could be, you know, he just takes a baseball bat and hits one person. You know, beats up one kid or something. I mean, not that that's good. I'm just saying it's a better alternative than making it a trend, basically, for these kids to go out and, you know, you say something bad about them, you hurt their feelings on social media sites and stuff, and they decide they're going to go out and start shooting everybody in the school. I feel like social media, you know, and basically TV and stuff, they keep talking about it, and that's all they're talking about, and that's all they're talking about, and it gets in little kids' heads, man. And they think, that's what I'm going to do to so-and-so. And then, you know, you don't think about it for a week or two. And then another story comes up and they're like, oh, that's what I should do to so-and-so, because they beat up my boyfriend or my girlfriend, or, you know, because whatever. You know, they call me gay or whatever they did that pissed them off. And, you know, they spread it around like a fucking virus all over. Everybody in school sees it and they start making fun of them. And, you know, it could be anything, and then all of a sudden, you know, they get triggered over something. And the media done put it in your head, that's what you do. You get a gun, you go shoot some people. And if guns were no such thing, or if they outlawed them, if you couldn't get one, it'd be something else. Social media would say, oh, somebody beat somebody up with a baseball bat. And then every time you turn around, you'd hear about somebody getting beat up with a baseball bat. I mean, they probably should have it set up to where... But see, that's what I'm saying. It's like, when I was a kid in high school, if I wanted to get a gun, or if anybody else in school wanted to get a gun, they were even more, it seemed like, available. And easier, there was easier access, you know, you could... Everybody knew somebody who had a gun cabinet. And, you know, after school, like I said, people would go hunting after school all the time. I remember seeing people with gun racks in the back of their truck at school. There was never any shooting problems. So I can't really blame the guns. I mean, I feel like if it wasn't guns, it'd be knives. It'd be something. Were we gonna take all the knives away? I really feel like the problem ain't people shooting guns. The problem is the media talks about it. I mean, I feel like that's the problem. Is the media keeps talking about it. If they shut the hell up, talk about something good every now and then, they might lose some ratings, wouldn't be able to charge so much to advertise on their channel or whatever, but less people will get getting killed over stupid shit. I was really hoping to see some deer through there. I don't know if I want to sit down over there and put the camera on me. I think you'd probably rather look at the darkness out there than looking at my ugly grill. I think I might smoke a regular cigarette. Kind of that whole... I wish I could zoom out right now, because it's so zoomed in, it just... You know, it's too zoomed in. But I think that's about maybe sitting. You're so zoomed in right now, you're probably like right in my eyeball. Like, oh, you can probably see it like this much of my eye or something. Because I got it zoomed all the way in case some deer goes by. I won't be able to see it. But no deer was by, so that sounds pretty good. I think I might press the video anyway, even though the shit is, because... just cause. I think I might smoke a regular cigarette. Man, that credit thing got me all... got my nerves all worked up. I was laying off the cigarettes pretty good there for a while. The devil just shows up and wants to screw you anytime you start doing better. You know, I was laying off the beer pretty good, and all that shit happened last night. I was like, shit, I need some beer. You got to drinking way too much and feel like shit because of that. The reason I was the most pissed off at is because I looked at that thing and I was like, you know, it's saying I should have been in court yesterday morning. And I didn't even know about it until the next night. And I know it wasn't in the door then, you know, the day before yesterday, because I walked out that door several times. But they're not going to take my word for that. They're going to be like, whatever. You know? I don't know what's going to happen with this shit. And it's $600 and some dollars. I could probably get that knocked down to at least 300 and something, hopefully, if what I've heard is right. But then again, I feel like I was kind of set up on that whole thing there. Never got any kind of notice I was supposed to be there. How was I supposed to be there? Now I already look like an asshole. Don't even show up to court when I'm supposed to be there. But it says, you know, I didn't have to. I have to be there. So I guess I won't get charged for failure to appear in court or whatever, because it said I didn't have to appear. But you know, if I didn't, basically, even if I did appear, they're gonna say pretty much probably the same fucking thing. They, you know, whatever the judge decided to do, which is bullshit. I mean, they should let you know something. Like there should be a clerk or somebody who lets you know something. Like calls you up, leaves a message on the answer machine, or if nothing else, you know, call you the next day and tell you what the judge said if you didn't appear. I think I need to smoke a regular cigarette. I'll still all aggravated about the whole thing. There you go. Canadian geese flying around. And it's so nice today. Got the window open and stuff. It's like in the 60s. And tomorrow I think it's supposed to be in the 70s. Maybe start raining. And then the next day it's supposed to snow. Some crazy ass weather, man. I guess when I'm get anything accomplished out there, mess me on my little bushes and stuff, chopping down trees, I'm just gonna have to do it when it's wet. Because if it's not wet, it seems like it's cold and wet, you know. So it's been wet. We've had a lot of rain and stuff. But before that, before it was all wet, it was just too damn cold for my ass. I mean, you might like to play in the snow all the time. So to me, I'd rather it be about at least 50, 60 Fahrenheit. I mean, really, I'd rather be like 70 or 80 than 30s. So I don't know about the whole shooting shit. But really, the thing about the credit thing that pissed me off was I really feel like they gave me diabetes. And people act like, you know, that's bullshit, Mike. They don't give you diabetes. And see, what happened is I had an infected tooth in the back, and my whole neck swelled up. It was all swollen up. So I went to the ER or whatever. After I went to the other doctor or whatever, they sent me to the ER. I went there, and you know, they fixed me up or whatever. And they said my sugar was way high, and they asked me, and they gave me an insulin shot, shit. And I feel like that gave me diabetes. And people act like, oh, that don't give you diabetes. It's like, well, I don't know. And the truth is, you probably don't know either. But what I do know, and even the doctor agreed on that, was that when you have an infection, your blood sugar goes up. I mean, after you eat, your blood sugar is going to go way up. So after you eat, and plus if you have infection, and they give you a blood test, hell yeah, your sugar is going to be way up. But really, I mean, it's the food we eat. I mean, but I feel like the thing is before I got the insulin shot, I wasn't always pale and weak and tired. My hands, since I started smoking that CBD shit, that shit's helped a lot. My hands and feet, I feel like. But my hands, before I took that insulin shot, my hands and the bottoms of my feet went all raw, like all the time itchy and shit. But I mean, the food we eat, all the carbs and sugars, like that pizza, probably shouldn't be eating that, especially after drinking a bunch of beer last night. And the beer, the big thing, I think it's more than anything, that's the problem. But at first I told him, keep the fucking needle away from me. You know, basically I was cussing all kinds of stuff. I was like, you ain't gonna give me a shot. I don't have to take that shot. She's like, well, I guess you don't. But, you know, basically they kind of have their way of making you do things you don't want to fucking do in this world. Most of it revolves around money, and that's basically what the problems are. If you really dig deep and do some research, you'll find out, well, 99.9% of all the problems in the world is about money. Somebody's trying to make money or something. That's the drug everybody's really hooked on. I mean, cigarettes are bad for you, alcohol is bad for you, sugar is bad for you, carbs are bad for you, all these other drugs are bad for you. But the one that they're all basically attached to is that drug that everybody's addicted to in some way. Everybody's addicted to that money. And you can't ever get satisfied. I've never met somebody that said, I got just too much damn money. I don't know what to do with it all. I'm just going to have to start giving it away. I mean, I've never actually met some. I'm sure there are some people out there who made a shitload of money and gave a shitload of money away. But personally, I've never even had $1,000 in my pocket at one time. And see these gray hairs? I should have at least had $1,000 in my pocket. I mean, I've worked some jobs where I've made pretty good money, but it seems like as soon as you get a couple $100 in your pocket, something happens. The damn car breaks down. I mean, you can't ever, you take one step forward, two steps back. I just wish I could win the fucking lotto and get $10,000 and $10,000. See, I mean, some people are like, $10,000 ain't shit. I mean, it really isn't. $1 million isn't shit in this world when everything revolves around money. But it'd be nice to just be able to say, alright, I'm gonna pay this debt off, so they can fuck off. Stop aggravating the hell out of me. It'd be nice to have a cell phone, even though I don't really call anybody. You know, it'd be nice to fix the truck up and the cars up. And really, $10,000 wouldn't do shit. Because I'd like putting new shingles on the roof and all kinds of shit like that. But the moment you try to save up some money, it seems like all hell breaks loose. It's kind of like yesterday. I thought I was, you know, yesterday morning, I was doing pretty good. I was like, man, I ain't smoked. But like, I've cut down to about half of what I usually smoke at least. Been cutting down on drinking beer, and then all of a sudden find something that triggers me to fucking start drinking and smoking and shit. It's bullshit.